Welcome to the Dicey Business Guild channel. Let's talk about some of the mistakes new players make when beginning their DnD journey. In this video we list 5 common mistakes with examples novices to DnD make. If you find this video helpful and are interested in similar DnD topics being discussed, then make sure to like, comment, share or subscribe to the channel. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's dive into the video and explore 5 common mistakes new players make. Common mistake number 1. Hogging the spotlight. New players might hog the spotlight by constantly talking over others, making all the decisions, or trying to perform solo actions without involving the rest of the party. This can make other players feel sidelined or frustrated, as they may not have a chance to contribute to the game or participate in meaningful ways. For example, during a social encounter with an important NPC, a new player continuously interrupts other players' attempts to negotiate or gather information by dominating the conversation with their character's actions and dialogue. As a result, the rest of the party feels ignored and unable to contribute in a meaningful way to the interaction. Common mistake number 2. Not paying attention. New players might occasionally zone out or become distracted during gameplay, leading to missed important details, confusion about the rules, or delays in gameplay as others have to catch them up. This can disrupt the flow of the game and make it difficult for everyone to stay engaged. For example, while the DM describes the environment and sets the scene for an encounter, a new player becomes distracted by their phone or starts chatting with other players, missing key information about the location's layout, hazards, or potential threats. As a result, they're unprepared when their turn comes up, and the game is slowed down while others fill them in on what they missed. Common mistake number 3. Disrespecting the DM. New players might occasionally disregard or challenge the decisions of the DM, argue about rulings, or try to dictate the direction of the game rather than respecting the DM's authority in storytelling. This can create tension and conflict at the table, undermining the DM's efforts to facilitate an enjoyable gaming experience for everyone. For example, when the DM describes a magical effect or environmental hazard that affects the party, a new player insists that the DM's ruling is unfair or doesn't make sense according to the rules as they understand them. They argue with the DM, trying to persuade them to change their decision or allow exceptions for their character, disrupting the flow of the game and causing frustration for the rest of the group. Common mistake number 4. Not taking the game seriously. While DnD is meant to be fun and lighthearted, new players who constantly make jokes, disrupt the flow of gameplay with off-topic discussions, or refuse to engage with the story and characters can detract from the immersion and enjoyment of the game for others. This can make it difficult for everyone to stay focused and invested in the game world. For example, during a tense role-playing scene where the party is interrogating a captured enemy, a new player repeatedly breaks character to make sarcastic remarks or crack jokes, undermining the seriousness of the situation and making it difficult for other players to maintain the atmosphere of the scene. This breaks immersion and reduces the impact of the role-playing for everyone involved. Common mistake number 5. Being overly competitive. Some new players might approach DnD with a competitive mindset, constantly trying to one-up their fellow players, min-max their characters to be the strongest, or argue about loot and rewards rather than focusing on cooperative storytelling and teamwork. This can create tension and resentment within the group, as players prioritize personal gain over the collective enjoyment of the game. For example, when the party discovers a treasure hoard guarded by a powerful monster, a new player immediately rushes in to claim the best loot for themselves, arguing with other players about who deserves what share based on their character's contributions to the fight. This leads to arguments and hurt feelings within the group, as everyone feels entitled to their fair share of the rewards. It's important to remember that everyone makes mistakes when they're new to DnD, and patience and understanding are key to helping new players feel comfortable and welcome at the table. With time and experience, many of these behaviors will naturally improve as players become more familiar with the game and etiquette.